I'm Eric Nasa with Newsshooter.com. We're at IBC 2018, and I'm with Mark with the Fujinon booth here, and we have a really interesting, I guess it's a setup. It's a multi-branded setup with an MK lens. Why don't you go ahead and just tell me all about it?
Okay, so we have obviously we've got the MK 50-135 lens here on an FS7, which is pretty standard, as people are fully aware of this product. SLR Magic have recently announced an anamorphic adapter that happens to fit perfectly on the MK lenses, even has the same, very similar finish and design. And this was announced at Cine Gear, so it's not brand new, and we've just been getting some of these adapters, giving them to filmmakers, seeing what people think of them. The only problem that people have been finding is that they have two separate focus rings. So PD Movie, so the last company that's involved here, PD Movie, have this little basically gear system that allows you to sync up the focus. So when you're changing the focus, you've got one follow focus that then moves both the adapter and the lens in sync, making it now very workable so you can do focus pulls and things.
That's pretty great, because it's a nice combination of how to get that to work. Now, I guess roughly, how do you get this sort of calibrated to work with the motors?
Yeah, basically the motor's got a calibration system, so you basically set it at infinity, press it, set it at 4 feet, and press it, and then at that point it knows then how far it needs to turn each one. So obviously both the lens and the adapter have got slightly different amount of turn as they go through, so which is why, short of having two very, very well coordinated focus pullers on your production, this now saves all that problem, and you can just focus with one wheel.
And since it's calibrated, the zoom range is also still maintains its parfocalness?
That's correct, yes, parfocal lens, and it still remains that. With SLR Magic, recommend that you stop down a little bit the further out you go, just because the depth of field starts to get a little bit more challenging. But yes, it's definitely very workable. We've seen the results. We don't have any samples to show you today, I'm afraid, but we've seen the results, and it does give a pretty interesting anamorphic style effect from an otherwise very clean, very tidy lens. It's fighting everything this adapter throws at it, but yeah, you get some very beautiful flares out of it.
And it's not a full, I guess you could say, anamorphic. It's a little bit adjusted.
Yeah, it's a 1.33 squeeze rather than a 2 squeeze. But yeah, you're still getting that effect, and
you're getting those cool flares.
You're getting those cool flares. Yeah, you're getting that anamorphic style. To us, it's the pricing is pretty decent. The PD Movie is about $900 for the whole set here. The adapter is about $1,800, including the support. So for less than $3,000 plus an MK, you have a working anamorphic zoom lens, which is unheard of compared to what you would normally pay for true anamorphic cine lenses, and it's a cine lens as well, incidentally. So the lens itself, very much targeted at people that are just either starting out or owner-operators that want to own their own kit. $10,000-ish for two zoom lenses that can be spherical or anamorphic-ish is not exactly a bad price.
Yeah, that is very it's very liberating to be able to do that. And this is all very good quality glass. This is not really, you're not really compromising here that much.
Exactly, yeah. So even though, anamorphic is more about the look and the style, and it's not about being precise, but we've tried this at different focal lengths, and you do get some really good different looks. Or let's say you take that off and you've got yourself a very clean, good documentary cine lens.
Do you see Fujinon or another company sort of bundling all this together?
We've thought about it. We expect dealers will definitely do that. It's not anything we've gone too far down the road. I mean, I'll be perfectly honest, we only found out about this PD Movie solution about 2 weeks ago, so we're just very glad that we got it here to show it off at IBC, because it helps us demonstrate this adapter a bit better.
All right. Thanks a lot, Mark. Appreciate it.
No problem. Cheers.